Hello there and welcome to a new video. As you can see, I am keeping my promise of putting out a lot of HNG content this month, and today we have one of my favorite series on the channel, and that is Tips and Tricks. This is video number 5 of the series and is probably going to be the last one of its kind. So please give it some love through staying for the whole video and giving it some juicy likes. Despite the game being shut down, I wanted to do it in order to close the series out properly, and because it was already in the works. I hope you enjoy, and please consider subscribing to not miss out on HNG content even after the game shut down forever. Well, last time I told you about recon vehicles and warned you to watch out to not get shot from the turret or the hatches. Well, this time I feel the need to point out that you can even be killed through this gap, here on the door, on multiple vehicles, so watch out for this as well. This might seem a little bit funny, but if you are ever in the unfortunate place of someone having cornered you or whatever, and you are at low health, try this. Spam the corner that this guy is going to rush, and hope that he doesn't understand what you're doing. You will get a pretty easy kill, way easier than running for your life and trying to get a kill somehow else. I have previously talked about shooting planes with your infantry guns in order to destroy them, but an even better alternative is to aim for the cockpit. For this to work, you need the plane to be diving and more importantly towards you. Aim a bit higher than the glass cover you see, and your bullets have the best chance of landing and you getting a pretty sweet kill you can brag to your friends about. If your team is getting camped by multiple tanks on B-line, on Mountain Town, and specifically on the hill that leads to B2, this is the perfect road to take in order to sneak up on an unusual spot that both the tanks and the supporting infantry won't easily infiltrate. Just remember to hop in a car because the terrain is pretty rough up there. Speaking of tanks, one of the most effective ways of destroying a number of tanks is to trap them in a small passage or small space in general. This happens a lot in real life battles, as the tanks can't move behind or forward, as you and your team have got both exits blocked off. As you can see in this clip, I get 2 easy kills by trapping these 2 tanks in this bridge of Mountain Town. This tactic causes a bit of panic, and without infantry to clear things, these tanks are doomed. Talking about battlefield space, use your positions a bit more wisely. Don't rush if it's not needed. Take advantage of each situation for the best. For example, at this clip we are pushing B1 of the factory map. We have some people inside, but we are really close to enemy spawn and the tables can turn easily if we don't watch out and don't play our position to the fullest of benefits. I don't need and shouldn't pick here in order to keep the numerical advantage for longer, but my greediness leads me to pick, die and my team to have more trouble than before. If you ever see a teammate edging a bit forward with his vehicle while you have whistled at him, it's because he probably is in the protection zone and his vehicle is not yet rideable. So, by moving, he gets out of the initial spawn zone, and this allows you to hop in despite having spawned a bit earlier than him. So yeah, they're not being rude, and keep this in mind when wondering why you either can't mount teammates' vehicles or why people are not getting in yours. If you see a vehicle coming to a stop, wait for the riders to get off first and then shoot. This way they are a far easier target and you don't end up wasting your bullets. For the next one, if you watched my last video, you will already know. Anyway though, when aiming at a vehicle that has no intent of stopping, always target the driver, as this way you trap the passengers because they can't drive the vehicle themselves and they end up running for cover. All you have to do is pick them off one by one. This is the best and most effective way of destroying an enemy tank with your own, even if it is classes above yours. If you have watched Fury, you already know.
Michael, put it up his ass when the armor's thin. I know to fucking hit him!
Find a way to get behind their ass and shoot the thinnest part of armor back there as many times as needed. If you aren't ashamed of spawn camping people, at least try to move when a guy you just killed could simply respawn and by using the spawn protection kills you right away. And if you are the one being spawn camped, make your team a favor and kill him so as he doesn't kill more of you. Always play with sound on, and specifically at the volume where you can hear almost everything you need to. We know, for example, that footstep noises are broken, but at least you can hear the reloads, for example, pretty clearly. This can give you an edge considering you can make content wherever you want. If the circumstances allow it, try to help your supportive gunner as much as usual. This includes turning your vehicle to the appropriate angle needed, avoid bumps on the road, and of course, do not make sharp, unpredictable turns. Or simply avoid what I am doing in this clip, to be honest. One of the most effective ways I have found to outsmart my enemies completely is by thinking outside of the box regularly. If someone picks you from a specific angle, this does not mean you have to engage them right there and then. Give yourself the advantage and surprise them from a different angle. Let your teammate get the kill of the tank you have already placed a couple of shots so you can get the assist and you can share the XP. Just kidding, don't mess with my kills or this will happen to you too. When spawning in a confined space like this hangar, please move out quickly as you end up holding up more people. The car in front of me in this clip moved out quick enough, but you get the idea. This jump is absolutely possible in B3 of the map Factory. Just make sure to be 100% full health, as it leaves you with 1 bar of health and isn't possible anywhere else. When playing with your back against a wall, make sure to regularly check for people jumping over and trying to surprise you. In this clip, I jump check and spot a dude possibly pulling up to do that exact thing. Well, I go back a bit trying to prepare and I stick to the wall in order to hide. This way I have the upper hand in the engagement. If you enter a site while it's still unlocking for your team, search it fast for people before it unlocks. This is why the little side circle doesn't show any number of people by your team if it's not open to cap. Enemies won't suspect a thing. Well, in case you didn't know, you can easily shoot explosives through this kind of fences. Simply avoid these in between poles, as they are solid and you can't shoot through them for some reason. A bonus tip would be to enjoy the game for the last months it's up. I know I have said it before, but try to do it while you can. I say that cause I see people moving away and not giving a shit. I mean, surely the way it happened was bad, but at least make the most out of the last moments of a game you used to love. This is the end of the video, folks. Thank you if you have watched until here. Consider liking the video and subscribing. I hope this video proves to be a nice memory after the game shutting down. Thank you and bye bye.